Okay guys, I'm going to be taking a look at oil. Now I've already done sort of a breakdown of what it is I'm essentially looking at this moment in time for the guys in the squad. And we're now going to play that out. Now it comes from sort of this. It's predominantly selling. It is a scalp this morning and it's going to be about 8 pips. Now we're pretty much ready to go into market as we speak. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Drop a quick order in underneath this slot for 8 pips. Bash. Or at least it will be in just a second. Give me half a tick. Okay. Help if I switch the sodden thing on. And we will bash. There we go. Right. There we are. Fingers and thumbs. My other screen wasn't switched on. So, we got 8 pips. We're running down to here. Now, the plan was the breach of this little swing point here, which it was coming into. And we want to be out before this black line. That's the general consensus of this trade. Now, what's going on with it is being explained. If I just kind of pull this in so you can kind of see what's going on. I noticed that the guys were talking about oil and one thing and another. I did the DAX earlier on and then they decided they were talking about oil. So I've gone in to do oil, dropped it in the trader clinic. Now the first thing that I would do is I will put this in so they can see exactly what I'm looking for. You know, so see that it's sell, etc. But I also do a video and I tell them what I'm going to do. Well, basically what you're seeing now. So they've seen this before anybody else. Okay, right. So if I drop this back, what we can see is it's trying to push down. Now, the premise of the trade comes from the hourly. Now, what it is, it's pulling against this particular move here, all the way down, and it's holding heavily underneath a 50% Fibonacci. And if that's the case, it'll look to try and push lower. But then you have to look at this thing as well and think, oh, that's moving up. So I've got to be a bit careful. So what I'm doing is devil's advocate. And the devil's advocate is, well, I'll get in here and I'll get out there and I'll be happy for this hour. And then after that, well, I'll just look at it again and reassess it. Very, very simple process to do. And we'll just play it out. Now, if I drop this down into 5 minutes, we'll be able to see it just pull down into there. And I'll come back to you when it's done. Okay, guys. Quick interlude to the video to answer a couple of questions that's asked on pretty much every video I do. What platform do you use and what companies do you use to build your small accounts? Well, it's very simple. To build a small account, I primarily use BlackBull. Why do I use BlackBull? Well, it's very simple. Got loads of products and it's a leverage up to 1 in 500. Now, I use the leverage to open an asset, not increase the position. But as I go through this, what it means is I can just trade micro accounts up. Currently at this moment in time, we're on doing a little challenge, which is from £15. And as you can see, there's the full statement running through as we go all the way down, just little bits, bump, 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 bump. You can run it and keep going. It's currently £96 worth of profit, which equals 111 quid. And let me just pull this down. And there you go. It's a live account. Okay. Because everything I do is live. Now from here, what I can do is I can then move over into a prop fund. And the company of choice is the Fivers. Why? I trust them implicitly. I've used them for years. And I've never had one issue getting paid. In fact, I get paid all the time from them. And this is how I build up accounts. So I use those two companies. Now, both of them, when it comes to platforms, use MetaTrader 5, TradingView, and CTrader. So you've got a great choice here to work with. My personal one is MT5, and I also kind of use a web trader as well. But I do know a lot of people like to use TradingView and CTrader. So you have the great opportunity to do that. And then if you want any further details of it, come onto my website, thescruffytrader.com. This is the only place you'll find my official contact details. I've even got a WhatsApp that I will contact, because I do not DM anybody through Discord, Telegram, Facebook, anything like that. It comes from this. So if it's not from thescruffytrader.com or you've contacted me through WhatsApp, it's not me. And then in here, what you'll find is the various tools. You can go to the downloads that I use, and it's all here. So you can quickly download them. And there's little bits about who the Scruffy Squad is and what goes on. So let's jump back to the video and keep on moving. Okay, boys and girls, how's that? That's like 2.5 minutes. Job sorted. Scruff's a happy boy. And why is Scruff a happy boy? Very simple. Because get my tickets out, make certain I've got nothing running. There's like 39 quid in a couple of minutes. Added on to the 70 quid that I did earlier on this morning. So we're now currently running quite well, you know, and that's all we're interested in. It's just these little steps, boom, 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 boom. That's dropping off the cliff. Now I could have held it, but because it was a scalp and it was a C trade, it'd be kind of foolhardy to push my luck, because this is a key bounce point. Now it has smashed through it, but the point is, what if it bounced off it? I don't know. You know, I can reassess this and go back to market, but I'll let it do its thing for about another hour and then I'll do it again. Why? Well, it's quite a simple process. I look to do one trade per hour. So if the trade idea is 8 pips, I'll take the 8 pips. If the trade idea is 40 pips, I'll take 40 pips. But I'll complete that trade, then I'll look for a new one in the next hour segment. And breaking it up into hour bits and pieces like that makes your life so much simpler. And that's where your consistency comes from. And that's what this job's all about. It's just about being consistent, stepping each time. If you're swinging at the fences all the time, well, I'm afraid you'll always be spinning wheels. So happy days. Anyway, these videos are just for consistency. It's just really me backing up what I tell the guys. Because if I say something, I always kind of, well, if I open my mouth, I feel obliged that I should do it. So there you go. See you all in the next one.